Greetings, all you Metamaniacs. This is Tioni G, and today I have an interview with the theory crafter Focht from the Wolf Pack. He has accidentally released one of his awesome counters into the wild, and today we're going to share that with you. Please, if you like this video, subscribe to our channel and come to our Discord at discord.io/Operation Metaverse. Now let's hear from Focht, whose team is taking down everything from Jedi Master Luke to General Grievous. Focht, you accidentally made a video public that you didn't mean to. Tell me about that.
Uh, yeah, I had a date, and then you messaged me around like 11 p.m. and I obviously wasn't around, so now it's damage control.
And damage control is great because I get to make a video about Focht's super secret counter to, well, kind of everything. Hey, this counter's been hanging around a while. We had it out for SLKR. We had to put it away with the buffs. Then it came back out again. Why don't you just talk about your counter?
Actually, the counter has some history. I think it's like 1.5 years old. We used it back in the day to counter Darth Revan, pre-relics. But then the gap between the Gear 12 Resistance team and the Relic Darth Revan team became too big, so it didn't work anymore. But now that we had to Relic Resistance for Rey, obviously, it's back. It's back. And before Kylo was buffed, it was really a monkey could play it if Malik or any non-First Order toon was on the team. Then they buffed Kylo, it got more complicated. It still worked, but there was some kind of RNG to it, especially in the beginning. So it wasn't as feasible anymore, but I think when I read Luke's kit, I said on the first day that it will work. It works. So that's nice. But I just had the opportunity to test it on Friday because my arena shard isn't that heavy spending. So there was the first Luke I encountered on Friday. And it worked fine against the Jedi Knight Luke lead with Jedi Master Luke on the team.
Yes, it works very well, probably too well.
I actually expect it to be nerfed, but it's a nice acknowledgement if developers nerf just one toon just because of you.
Yeah, right? I always say you get your one video. You may have had more than that, but
Yeah,
this is a
five,
pretty big one.
five
Uh,
minutes.
so just tell us how it works, what the different mechanics are at play. The team is JTR lead, Resistance Trooper, Chewie, 3PO, and Han. And yeah, just walk us through what happens. Han's opening shot goes, and things start to happen.
Yeah, the whole team relies on that Resistance Trooper always gets to 100% turn meter every time two exposes happen. And 3PO gives Rebel Toons the ability to inflict expose on their basic. And you gotta have Resistance Trooper guarded, so he will expose on his basic, and then Chewie will expose on his basic, and you get this nice full turn meter loop.
So, did the turn meter change actually help this?
Um, Not that much, but it's nice because you almost always are in the scenario that Resistance Trooper goes first, and if for whatever reason one expose uh, gets resisted or you don't crit from JTR lead, I think it's only 70% chance to inflict the expose. So if you have this turn meter gap, then you can always make sure that JTR or 3PO go after Resistance Trooper and they can inflict an expose, so you can fill this gap, this turn meter gap. So the other team doesn't gain any turn meter, and Resistance Trooper is back to full turn meter, and he goes again, and yeah.
Yeah. And so now, what do you think about the modding for this team? Is it just pretty straightforward? Um,
It's it's pretty straightforward, I think. I guess it's nice to have some potency on Han, just to avoid that he misses two exposes in the beginning. Um, but actually, I don't think so. You really require certain modding.
yeah, it's kind of just
Nice
works.
speed is nice speed on everyone is great because with the turn meter you bridge the potential turn meter gap to full turn meter way more quickly. But I guess any modding will do. Obviously, you shouldn't have resistance trooper or whatever at +0 speed, but I think anything around +100 is fine.
You do have to get through Galactic Legend Luke, which is he's pretty tanky. So I think there's a bit of a timeout risk. Hey, I've heard of a
It
couple
depends.
people timing out on it. Just they just didn't have enough oomph to get Luke down in time.
I didn't do that many battles, but against the Lukes in my shot, I didn't have any issues. But I can see it happening depending on the team, whichever you are facing. Maybe there's a Barris around there, and you need to put healing immunity on her first and kill her then, and it could be a timeout there. But in general, I don't think it's a huge problem. Maybe give resistance trooper a bit more boom, and you should be fine.
I almost don't want to list all of the teams that this kills because I feel like if we do that, that resistance trooper is actually going to get nerfed
Maybe.
rather
Uh,
than a buff happening. But I know this is my very favorite team to clean up Ray for a 15. As long as she's in the yellow, this is it just feels so empowering to take like a full Ray team down. As long as she's in the
yeah,
yellow. If she's in the green, you can't do it. You can't deal with damage immunity because the exposes aren't landing, and it's
yeah,
just
then
yeah.
what happens, and basically Chewie's gone, and our team falls apart. True.
Do you think this is a loop?
Um,
That's always their
being
caveat,
honest,
right? They're like,
yeah,
it's a
it's it's
loop.
a,
It's a
it's a
loop.
loop. It's a loop. Being honest, but I don't know. If you look at Emperor Palpatine with Bastila, it's also a loop, if you're being honest.
Yeah, there's lots of loops. Well, I don't know. This video is a bit bittersweet. Thank you for this team. It was fun while it lasted. and
We'll see. Yeah, that's right.
and yeah, thanks for coming out and for doing a video with me.
Yeah,
Always
you're
finish
welcome.
strong.
Always a pleasure.